Okay, so today I'm going to show some big brain strategy. You are seeing my second character's screen. So actually, I'm on my first character screen, and now I press OK, start. So that the game starts. So I really want to show you guys the whole game, but not whole tournament. But like my computer sucks, so I will only show you the last game. So basically, the idea is that I'm going to do the party play on the same computer. Yeah. So because Path of Exile allows you to run two copies on the same computer without violating terms of service, and as long as you don't use any automated tool, which is obviously I'm not using because I just control this character, and the other character is AFK. So yeah. So so by the way, this boss, this chieftain is not the weakest, and as you can see, we are doing pretty good. I will explain why after this match because I don't want to lose this match as idiot, but like idiot. Basically, the idea is that after the patch, TOTA becomes harder because the chieftains are defending their bases more, which doesn't really increase the difficulty as I explained in my previous videos. But the main problem is that it just takes too long to it just takes too long. But yeah, so the strategy here is that because we have two characters, so until get to this stage, our main character, the host, will draw the hatred, so that the enemy. Well, I really shouldn't be talking, but basically, the in the beginning of the match, the chieftains will be on our part, so that they will be allowing us to take the base as what we did pre-patch. So unfortunately, you didn't really see the XP increase, but we have pretty good XP increase. And now the game is done. So now let's just try to see how good the loot is. So I assume it won't be great, but let's actually. So this is the loot I have chosen, and the one is the random loot you get, and this is pretty lucky. And don't count on it, but basically you just get some like a free some boosts for free. And by the way, which is better? I don't know. Maybe I would take this. Yeah. So again, to recap, the idea. Let me just finish the trade here. Okay, it doesn't respond. So the idea is that you use your main character, which ideally my main character already has like a 2,000 ranking. So use that to start the game, and that gives you better loot, of course, and better SP. And then you use this character to do the contents, or use the other one, which is like either way is fine. I think I tried the other way around. I think as long as you have a main character staying in your base, it will always draw the attention of the chieftain. But on the other hand, the other character, like this character, it's only like level 82. So it's really good way for leveling, because honestly, you don't really need a already leveled character to play a rank 2000 game. So this build is I'm trying to build a Hex Blast miner. This is basically still the miner tree. I just recycled this node, and all these things, suppression and HP. You don't need this in like a rank 2000 match, but still we are doing pretty good because we are now doing a fully all-in not really fully all in. The tree is not respect, but it's good enough. As you can see, rank 2000, the final match was pretty easy. I really didn't do much. So basically, the idea is that you have you grab the acrobatics, and then like get tons of suppression, and you should get more evasion. Like this, you should get this, you should get. So all this you should get. I'm not getting this, but you should get. And this is basically these are just minors, skill. It's not really total skill. You should instead grab either the cooldown, which will benefit your petrification and the wide sphere, then that will benefit you a lot. And of course, like you can have the the blind, which is also good. So you should grab this, and you should grab don't grab life, but grab even more like reservation and evasion, and and then like for the block you get from gear. And now I'm going to explain like what the gear looks like. So basically, what you do is that you go to POE.ninja and try to find the class doesn't matter. I think people are just using different classes to just leveling, and then do other contents. So for example, like I'm doing the Saboteur to eventually farm Sanctum. But yeah, but on the other hand, how do you search for the build? You basically just search for like rear guard and video hell, this combo. So this combo guaranteed you to find the dedicated totem build, and then you can just get the idea. So the must you have is these two combo, which gives you like maybe 50, 60 ish attack and spell block. And you don't have like this one super cheap. If you aim for like 215, it's going to be like a D1 level, but for this one just like a 5-10 chaos. I don't think this matters that much. Because just like 10% blocking, and you can get it elsewhere. And yeah, to just look at the build, and what I'm using is a little bit different. So these two are very popular, must have. So the Gorgon's case is again another really high good gear. So basically, you can use the World Sphere and the Gorgon's case combo to just lock the enemies in, and then do this to like petrify them. So this will allow you to get at least 1 or 2 totems in the start of the game. And after this, you will be having I think the popular I think the popular one for this is the Tinker. I think this Tinker's not that Tinker's the one that's I think there's another one that is doing the by the way, the other account just crashed. Yeah, so the I think it's not Tinker Skin. The other one is to something to get you area damage, area effect, which will benefit your void sphere. But as you can see, I'm not even using the sys link, so it's I'm not all in. But yeah, you can invest more and get a sys link. And after that, you get this Magi Northwise. So you get this to increase your knockback effect, which helps a little bit. I don't think it's a game changer from my test, but yeah, like this is Aaron's running is also very popular. And by the way, for helmet, this is like above 100 kills. If you think it's too expensive, what you can use is the one that gives you movement speed. The one that I forgot the name, but yeah, that is another possibility. For this, I use it perfect firm because I haven't respect my tree, so I don't have super high suppression. So this still gives me a lot of evade. So they give me like more than 70% evasion, dodge, which is good. And for the boost, there are basically two options. One is the Rainbow Stride, which gives you more block spell chance. The other one is of course the 7 league thing, which is like allows you to do a bunch of movement speed, which is movement speed, so also good. And for this, there are two popular options. I think these are all two, or this both of them are what's called the harbinger belts, which gives you a skill to summon a harbinger or something. They are pretty expensive, like 1d1 or 4d1 or something. I'm not using it. So this is a cheaper option, which gives you more evasion. And because my evasion is pretty low, so I'm just using it. And yeah, you can get the phasing, and the phasing is always good because I'm not running any flux at all. So also, this is just my leveling flux. I haven't really tried switch them, but yeah, you should absolutely like utilize your flux to like just get easier, make it easier to run the contents. And as you can see, all my like gem slots are empty. So the brainless way to fill them is to fill them in with the spell block and attack block legendary gem. It's like 3 balls. I don't know, I forgot the name, but yeah, that will give you further block. And also there's a Legion gem, which gives you a passive that when you allocate something like this, it will give you, I think it will give you flask region. So that is, again, I'm not buying that. That is not super expensive, like maybe around 1d1 or something. So I'm not having it. But if you want to dedicated build, you should grab that. I think this have like more than like a 50-60% usage. So after that, you can utilize your flask and craft the use when it reaches full. Then you can like just use have a better running speed and more block, these kind of things. So these are the builds that I'm not running myself because this is pretty cheap. But yeah, you should absolutely like grab them and basically again go to POE.ninja and search for Video Hell and the Rear Guard, and then like search for like look at the build, look at what legendary they are using. And in terms of emulate, I think the replica version is used widely used. This is like just basically free. It gives me movement speed, and you should like grab a better one. I didn't really look at the anointment. I think it's probably going to be either like suppression or just movement speed. And you run like a feeble and temporal chains to curse to make the enemies run slower because like whatever damage you do doesn't really matter. And in terms of the skills, I use you should use a Force link to maximize your wide sphere. And again, look at POE Ninja, see what they are using. I'm just using like the secondary set. Yeah, like a second wind is the mandatory. And this skill allows you to cast it twice at the beginning of the game. And at the beginning of the game is always the most important one. And the other one is like this the Gorgon Skates. So if you are running this helmet, so you definitely want the second wind. And of course, like I think increased duration is pretty good, so I'm using this. And in terms of the active skill, you use like you use the Snare Arrow and Mirage Archer, and the others doesn't really matter. I mean, like a great multiple projectiles, of course, and the others don't really matter. You can have like some other things here. You make the 6 link, but most people just running like maybe a 4 or 5 links here. And not everyone's running totem because from my test, totems they don't really help much. They may help you tank damage, but it's very hard to place them. It's a worse than minion, but for minion, resummon is a pain. So I don't really know. Maybe summon skeleton is better. But yeah, but I mean like totem is still an option. And for movement, I use Lightning Warp with the like the combo, the very cheap combo here. And this allows you to move like relatively fast, and that's basically it. So like you just move around, and you know, cast the voice sphere and gaze them, and then channeling, and yeah, of course, use the phase run to increase your movement speed. So this is the the build, but as you can see, the build is not everyone's still running this build, but to create another account and run like run with your already like pretty high level totem matches tournaments. So this gives you some like I just got a free D1, so it's pretty easy. So basically you just switch to another screen, do something, start a match, and then switch back and then like play it. Yeah, and I will give you one like a better picture, but anyway, like no, the game, the not sure why, but the client just crashed. Yeah. But basically, you may want two monitors to do this. It's still doable on one monitor, but you have to switch back and forth to if you are running like your on your second character. Alternatively, if you don't want to do anything at all, just want to increase your loot, then just create another account and like that is in the game, and then like just play as usual. So the other account can just stay here, and it will automatically drag it into the other like tournament, and then like you just you only switch when you see some loot you want to grab, and which is you know like to grab loot is really fast. The only question is whether you want to level your auto account or not. If not, it pretty much doesn't gain any XP because your main character level is only at level 83, and of course because of the XP penalty, you don't have any like XP on the auto account. So I updated this to like at least level I think in theory the safe zone at level 83 should be like 75 or something. But I just leveled it. So I leveled it to like 79 or something. And then like doing the total and do the total, and I got to rank 300. And then I just realized, well, what if I just run it on the other account? And it turns out to be like even better because again, I could keep running this account, but and increase my rank, but I already got a high rank on the other main account. So why do I do that anyway, right? So this is I don't think anyone like mentioned this before. So this is definitely like something that is very interesting. And if you run it under the background, make sure run two accounts as I'm doing. So make sure that you there I think there's some like option allows you to, let me just try it. So I think there is something that allows you to set the FPS when it's in the background mode. Let me see if I can find something here. Yeah, background FPS cap. So set it to 1, so that it just doesn't burn your computer. So if you set this, you can perfectly like find the other background application. Basically, it has no resource. Very negligible. So yeah, so this is my strategy in terms of running TOTA, and I wish you find this helpful. And again, so you don't really have to ask me for like POB. I see people asking me like a POB, but I explained it in one of my videos saying that how like you can construct your own POB. So basically, again, for this one, just go to POE.ninja, search for these items, and then you can just see whatever like uniques they are using, and then you should be good. So yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching.